Hey babe, this is going to be my last message to you. Just because the last few days I've realized some stuff, and I realized that this channel, this approach at least to the channel, no longer represents who I am and what I'm trying to accomplish in life. And I still would like to believe that maybe you're there, out there somewhere, and one day I'll meet you. I don't know. And it's not as important as it was before. Like, of course, like, if you are out there and I do meet you, it's going to be amazing, but I was using this as a way to allow myself to grow and have adventures and experiences I needed to become the person that I wanted to become. And yes, that was in part for you, that was what was motivating me, but also it was about me and the experience that I want to live and the journey that I want to have and the life that I want to experience. And now, with the new realizations I had, it just doesn't quite fit with what I'm doing at the moment. Wow, coconut just fell from the tree, and well, I'm glad I wasn't under it because that would have sucked. Although it would have made a very good video, just like knocked out by a coconut. So I'm recording this in San Andres, in Colombia, small island, like in the middle of the Caribbean Ocean. Sorry, Caribbean Sea, my bad. So parts of the Caribbean. And today's my birthday, so officially turned 32 today. And it just seems like there's certain moments in life. So like for me, it's usually the new year and my birthday. Those are like two big moments where I'm like, all right, it's a clear step, and it marks the start of a new year. And it just seems like a good moment to kind of like shift to a new phase. And seeing how the like massive realizations I had recently like coincide with my birthday, and this was originally the time that I decided last year that I would start traveling. And I just started beforehand, but now it's just like everything's kind of like coalescing together. And I'm just like, okay, this seems like a very good time to restart. And in order to restart, I kind of need to close the old loop. So this is what I'm doing today. I'm going to close this loop one final time to thank you for being here, even if you may not actually exist. You may not actually be out there, and you may never actually watch this. But I still want to thank you because whether you're real or not, you helped me go on this journey, have these experiences, and always force myself to push past my limits and even a better version of myself. And I want to thank you for that. And since this is the last one and I want to close everything up, I also want to mention a few things. First of all, not yesterday. A couple days ago, I was speaking with my friend Aaron, and I realized, like, all right, it's really time to focus in on the money. It's something we've been kind of like honing in on for the last couple weeks and getting more serious about. But I decided a few days ago, like, all right, I want to become what I refer to as a money magnet, just because I like terms like that because they're very descriptive, very like powerful in the like illustration of what I'm trying to express. So I decided, you know what, I want to become a money magnet. And the thing is, in the past, when I tried manifestation, everything's like I would try manifestation or I'd try to come up with a plan and work hard at generating money from one specific place. Whereas now I'm like, no, I don't want to do that. Like, I don't want to become an expert at something until I kind of like zone into that energy frequency and then attract that kind of money. And I also don't want to go the route of like, let's create some sort of engine or business or machine that's going to do that for me, such as stock market or investing. I want to just become a money magnet that attracts money from everywhere. So just tune into the energy of money itself, not any specific kind of money. So it's like, I just want to attract money. I don't care if it comes from affiliate marketing, it comes from the lottery, it comes from coaching, it doesn't matter. So I decided to do that. And that same day, I don't know, maybe 5, 6 hours later, I received almost $10,000. Not that fell from the sky, although that would have been nice. It's like money that I took out from my investments because I'm like, all right, I invested a lot of money that I had for travel into the business. And in fact, no, let me just back up for a second. So I decided a couple weeks ago to go fully into this new affiliate marketing business that I'm starting. And I'm like, I'm not going to spare any expenses. And if I have to spend every dime that I have and go broke and stop traveling and go back to Canada for a year and work and just save money and restart and invest in the business until it works, that's what I'm going to do. Like, I was that level of committed. And I'm like, ooh, it'd be kind of cool like one day, because you hear like people who go like a Tony Robbins seminar as an example, and they're like, oh, there's this advanced program, and I know it's gonna change my life, but I can't afford it, and then they just like put it all on a credit card, go in debt, and then do the thing, and then build their business and make a ton of money, and it's just like, it's a cool, inspiring story, and I'm just like, I don't know if I need to go to that degree, but it would be fun to do my version of that, which is to literally try to go broke by investing everything that I have in the business, in myself, in my dream, in my future, in everything. And it's like, maybe I will succeed at going broke, maybe I won't, I don't know. But I'm like, all right, I want to take that mentality. I want to be that determined. So even though I had like my budget for my travels, I'm like, you know what? Let's take some of that and invest it in the business. And there kept being like more expenses and things I wanted to upgrade and try and things. So it's like I ended up getting to the point where I had $0 in my bank account, whether it be like checking account or savings account. And my credit card was less than $20 away from being maxed out. And I was at the hostel and knowing that I had to leave in a couple of days and that I have to pay for all the food that I ate here. So I was literally in debt. Now, of course, I was in the process of taking out the money that I had in my investments just because I wanted to have full control of it, use part of it for the travel and the business because I was out of money, and reinvest some of it but be in control of it. So that was kind of like in the process, but it was taking a while. So I didn't know when the money would come. And that day I decided, all right, I'm going to become a money magnet. Within hours, I received that money, nearly $10,000. I'm like, okay, I asked for money and I got it. It's not like it was free money, it was still my money. I was still going to receive it, but the timing was perfect. And then yesterday, I signed into my account and I'm like, wait, why is there like 3,400 bucks in my checking account? I already transferred everything out. Like I paid my credit card and I transferred other stuff for like travel and stuff. So it's like, why is there this money here? And then I check and it's like, oh crap, that's the refund that I got for my taxes. So my friend who's a financial advisor is like, but you made just the right amount of money last year to get the most money back. And I was expecting like, I don't know, 1,000, 2,000 max. I was not expecting 3,400 bucks. And then on top of that, I got an email from, okay, when I did the shockwave therapy for the erectile dysfunction at the end of last year that didn't work, that led to the most embarrassing experiences of my entire life that I shared in previous videos at the start of this journey. But anyway, that they recently reached out by email saying like, oh, we're just checking up on you to see how everything's going after the operation, or not the operation, but the procedure. And it's like, I knew it didn't work and led to very, very embarrassing things. And I planned on reaching out at some point, but I'm like, I can't really call from here. It's complicated. I'm traveling. I don't want to deal with that. But them reaching out kind of like triggered me. So I just responded to the email, kind of explaining what happened briefly. And then she like the woman who works there, receptionist or whatever, like responded saying like, oh, we're really sorry. Nothing's guaranteed. Like, if you want, you can come back in or call us and we'll try to find a way. And I'm just like, I don't want to like you to try to sell me something else. So I'm like, I'm done. But she's like, in the response, she's like, oh, I forwarded this to the doctor who's like, whose name is on the clinic and everything, and he's going to respond to you. And I'm like, I don't really want to speak to him, but whatever. And he eventually responded. And at the end of the email, he's like, if you feel like we misrepresented what we were offering, or you didn't understand what exactly you were going to get or the odds of it functioning beforehand, I'm more than happy to issue a refund. So I'm like, okay, my goal is not to get the money. Like, if it happens, cool, because it's like 2,500 bucks. But that's not my goal. But I still responded explaining everything, and I'm like, hey, if returning the money is within your power, it's definitely going to help wash out that bitter taste from my mouth. It's not going to solve anything, but, if that's something you want to do, I will definitely take it. And basically, it's like, all right, so I got nearly 10,000 bucks, then 3,400 bucks, and there's potentially another 2,500 bucks coming. And all that just because I decided, you know what, let's become a money magnet. And yes, you could argue that all these things would have happened anyway if I hadn't done that. But it's just the timing is insane. Like, I decided to do that. I decided to commit fully to the business and not hold back because of money. And then, bam, all this money is coming towards me. And I'm just like, okay, okay, I have like over $10,000 in my checking account. My credit card is fully paid off, and there's potentially another 2,500 bucks coming. I'm just like, okay, this shit works. And like it's gonna work even more because I'm not gonna explain this in this video. Like I had a 4-hour conversation with my friend Aaron 2 days ago, and we just realized so many things, and that's why I'm changing the structure of the channel and everything, just because like this new understanding, these new realizations completely transform how I perceive the world and how I'm going to approach it. And because of that, I need to change this channel to reflect that. But yeah, so that's pretty much what happened the last few days. So today, as I mentioned before is my birthday, so I'm pretty much just chilling in a hammock at the hostel, going for a swim in the pool, maybe going for a swim in the ocean later today. I don't know. And kind of taking this time to record these videos to kind of like conclude my old journey and begin the new journey. So I'm probably going to record an intro for the new version of the channel, maybe update the name and everything, and probably record a video explaining like, hey, this is what I'm doing, this is why I'm doing, this is my new understanding of the world, and kind of why I'm doing what I'm doing. Yeah, once again, I just wanted to thank you for being with me on this journey, even if it's very possible that you don't exist and I will never meet you. But just speaking to you has always allowed me for the last 4 months to just kind of have someone to tell this story to. Even though I know there's like also my friends and family that are watching this to know like what I'm doing in my travels, because I don't have a phone. I mean, yes, I have a phone, I'm recording on the phone, but I mean, I can't really call people in Canada because it's very difficult and complicated and everything, and expensive. So like I know this is also a way for me to share what I'm going through, my experiences and everything, but I've always made it sure to speak directly to you just because I feel like it's more like I'm having a conversation. I'm not just kind of broadcasting this information. It's like, no, I'm speaking to you. So I just want to thank you for that. And yeah, I really have nothing else to say. For once in my life, I have nothing to say. Aside from thank you. And if you exist, I hope I meet you one day. If not, well, I'm talking to no one, so it doesn't really matter. All right, well, I'll see you on the other side at the start of my next journey. Thank you for being here, and talk to you.